Shalom, shalom. Peace unto you, Israelites. Peace unto you, Israelites. You know, I follow the lunar Sabbath, the lunar schedule. So today is Sabbath for me. Next week it'll be Passover, Pesach. I know you'll hear other camps and other Hebrew groups have done it already. I don't go by theirs. My son is the one that makes the calendar. He's very intelligent. So today's video. Remember, I have another channel, Archipelago Hebrew. Okay, and when the new year comes in, I'm gonna have to type it in there. But I'm gonna use Hebrew on Island too. Archipelago Hebrew is the backup channel. If you don't see me anymore for a couple weeks or months, you say, "Where's that?" A new Yeshurun Israel, that Hebrew Israelite, that Torah Tanakh Israelite. But then I'll be on that other backup channel, Archipelago Hebrew. Today's video. Dandelion. Hello, Dandelion. You're the first one in the room. You're going to like this video. I knew you're the second one in the room. You're going to like this video. Yo, I love writing it because, you know, I pray to the Most High. Give me the words to say. I knew you, since you're in, I'm going to ask you, or dandelion. That's a cool name. I like that. You know, dandelions are healthy to eat them. I used to eat dandelions. But anyway, listen. I want you to put my other channel in. It's the backup channel. Just in case you guys don't see me anymore, like you don't see me in a couple weeks or whatever, uploading, you know, they put the kibosh on. So all you have to do is go to my backup channel called Archipelago Hebrew. Nuya, start typing. Okay, this video, we're going to wait a few minutes because I want to see if a couple of other people get the notifications and come on so that I don't have to keep starting. Archipelago. Yes, indeed, they are a power plant. Yep. Hence the name, Dandelion. I used to eat them up. Jay, what's up, King? You know another word for a royal? Because a king is a royal. It's a czar. It's a Russian word, C-Z-A-R. That's what I call my son. I just said, because, you know, he lives very, very far away from me. I said, Happy Shabbat, Czar, C-Z-A-R. That means a royal. And you Israelites, and let me be specific, you Torah Tanakh Israelites, you guys are the royals, the kings, the queens. You are the czar. Yeah. So, okay, remember what I just said? I said a czar is a royal. Can you hear me? It is buffering, or it's just me? No. Is it clear? Because I haven't even been on 3 minutes, they start buffering. Now, video, I know, but it doesn't say that it's buffering now. It doesn't say chat is disconnected. Can you hear me? Because if you can hear me, I can hear you. Okay, I'm going to start. I'm not going to wait for other people. Remember, we are in the land of our enemies. Ezekiel 7, the Most High said he's going to send the worst of the heathens to possess our houses. And the scripture is true. When you read Psalm 119, 142, it says, and his law is the truth. They're working 24/7 on their beds to disrupt the awakening of the Israelites. All right, let me get through it. Anybody else that comes on, when I upload it, can watch it from there. Title of this, and I'm glad I am, because if I just try to go off the cuff at the end of the video, you cannot hear me. It says on the screen that it's good. Tell me when you could hear me so I could start again. Because I don't want to start and then you can't even hear me. Tell me if you could hear me. Tell me if you could hear me. Somebody type. On my side, it doesn't say it's buffering. I can hear you. Okay, Jay. Anuya, you could probably listen. If it's coming off your phone, maybe you can't hear me. But Mrs. J says she can hear me. So I'm going to continue. I'll upload it, and you guys can listen to it at a later time. I got the sun in my face. Okay, listen. Title of this video. And Jay or Anuya, if you can hear me, just type in, y'all can't hear you, so that I don't go crazy. Agree. They have this deleted a few at only brothers. Yep, I'm telling you, that's what's going on. Yo, they hired 10,000 YouTube watchers, and they say they're like Asian type people. You call Amazon or any Target or whatever, or you got people from India and China or whatever. They hired 10,000 of them to check. And if you think for 1 minute they're not checking us, you're crazy. Let me close this curtain and make sure you guys tell me, text it, because I'm going to be looking. I can't hear you. On my side on the screen, I don't see it saying buffering. It buffered that first time, but other than that, it didn't. Let me get right to the video. The video is called Tanakh, the Book of Jealousy. Yep, it can't stop it anyway, but they're going to do their best to disturb us, like mosquitoes here. Like, get off. They're like mosquitoes. I call them mosquitoes. So you can hear me. Just make sure when you can't hear me, say, let me close this curtain. The sun is bothering my eyes, and we're going to get right to it. Okay, that's better. That's better. Yes. Okay, Tanakh, the Book of Jealousy. This topic is one of the many reasons why you don't argue or debate with straight up heathens, Negro Christians, or regular Christians, even Messianic Hebrews. But mainly, the regular Joe heathen and the Christians, they're just like the poster child of it. They say and they think this ridiculous thought all the time. God is love. Don't judge. God is love. But us Torah and Tanakh Israelites, we know why they speak like that. And this is why. You find in Isaiah 44 and Proverbs 20. I'm going to read it to you quickly. Isaiah 44:18. They have no wit. That means they're not smart. They have, and I'm reading from our beloved. Oops. I don't know, because somebody said, oh, he's holding up devil signs. No, I'm not. Our beloved guidebook. Okay. Isaiah 44:18. They have no wit. That means they're not smart, or judgment. Their eyes are besmeared and they see not. Their minds, Tracy, in the house. Go, Tracy. Go, Tracy. Go, Tracy. The Book of Jealousy. Crazy heathens, crazy Christians, God is only love. The reason why you find that is Isaiah 44:18. They have no wit. That means they're not smart, or judgment. Their eyes are besmeared. They see not, their minds, and they cannot think. You know that's about the heathens and those Christians. They cannot think. They do not give thought. They lack the wit, the smarts, and judgments to say. You know that's true. That's why they say God is only love. My title is the Tanakh, the Book of Jealousy. Proverbs 28:5. Evil men cannot discern judgment. So all those regular Joe heathens and Christians and Messianics, evil men, don't forget the women and children, and old and young, evil men cannot discern judgment, but those who seek the Lord discern all things. So since the Torah and Tanakh Israelites, we seek the Most High, and we can discern and realize that the Most High is just not a God of love. And then we can discern that this Tanakh is a book of jealousy. It's a book of jealousy. The Most High has given man many different emotions. But as heathens, Christians would say, God is just love. That's ludicrous. The creator of all things, visible and invisible, can give us, mere humans, people, a plethora of emotions and feelings, but give himself just one. Oh, I'm just love. You know, listen to me. Just let them all go to destruction. Don't debate to try to. We are in the fourth quarter of this world history. You don't got time to be debating and judging. I'm writing this for inspiration to the Israelites, for emotional spark to the Israelites. I ain't debating them. I don't care. They can come on my channel. Hey, Anuya knows I have an electric skateboard. I have an electric skateboard too. It broke though, the control or whatever. And I'm far away. I can't send it back. But I had it for a while and I had a lot of fun with it. It's very fast. It goes like 25, 35 miles an hour, like this. Oh, it's crazy dangerous. But it was fun. And I got an electric scooter, which I got right now. And it goes pretty fast. It don't go that fast. My skateboard was faster, but it goes like 20 miles an hour, whatever. For them regular Joe heathens and Christians, they can get on my electric scooter. I'm going to release the take the brake cable off and just let them go towards the hot volcano. And that's it. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time with them. Don't waste your time with them. This is just for edification for the Israelites. Let me see where I'm at. Okay. It's always good for me to write my notes because I don't want to forget. And believe me, it all comes out of this. Thank the Most High. So let them go to destruction. The Most High has planned this for them, for the majority. Because you know he only deals in a minority. 600,000 Israelites and strangers left Egypt, only 2 made it in the promised land. Getting the 300, there was 10,000. They said, nope, get rid of all of them, only taking 300. It's only a small percentage. I'm not going to go into it. It's in the scripture. So he has planned for them to get on my skateboard with me and Dandelion and Jay and Anuya to remove the brakes and let them go at the top speed, twist the hand grip so the throttle stays at full speed, and just let them go. Remember, in Jeremiah 7 and Jeremiah 14, he says, don't pray for them. He says, they're gone. He's already telling you they're gone. That's what the scriptures for edification, for you to gain wisdom. Don't be bothered with that. Yep, straight to destruction. You could, if they get you mad, you could tell them like, yo, this is this, and that. But you don't debate with them. You don't argue with them. You see these messianics having debates with Christians. What for? Most I said they are rebellious, revolting. They are gone in Jeremiah 5. And in Jeremiah 7 and Jeremiah 14, he says, don't pray for them. I ain't gonna hear you. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Heathen, Christian, whoever, get on that damn electric skateboard. I'm going to turn the grip tight so the throttle gets stuck at full, and then we're going to remove the brake cable. And it's going to be dangerous for you. Just let them go. We're in the fourth quarter. A new Yeshurun Israel has enough to deal with a new Yeshurun Israel. And you, Dandelion, and you, Anuya, and you, Jay, and Tracy, you got enough to deal with you to get you correct. You don't got time to waste on them. Remember, he said he's sending fishers out, but we're in the fourth quarter. They ain't going to send the destroyer, the hunters. You don't want to be hunted. Get your life in order. The Israelites, his only chosen people, aka Negroes, who are the only ones on the flat earth who suffer the biblical curses continually without an end, drives the Most High to his ends wits. Am I exaggerating? I'm not exaggerating. We drive him to our foreparents and us in 2021, drive the Most High to his ends wit and towards one of many of his emotions that he, the creator, definitely has, and the one big one, and this Tanakh here is really based on it. You guys, some of you guys, not you guys over on the live stream, but you guys listen, you don't even realize it. This whole book, which is a history book of only the Israelites, which only the Nicholas that have been scattered to the four corners of this earth. This book, main thing is about jealousy. Did you realize that? That's why I titled my video, the Tanakh, the book of jealousy. All right. Do you realize that we physical Israelites are in a type of marriage relationship? Now, I know this is going to be sparking some of the ears of the queens and the princesses, but it deals with the kings and the princes also. Okay. And some of you guys are in there. You've been following me for a while. You know, if you are definitely a law keeper, you won't be offended. I'm going to say a couple things about all of us. And don't be offended. Just go with it. Remember, Psalm 119, 142. And his law is the truth. Do you deal in the truth? Or is the truth offensive to you? Because if the truth is offensive to you, NASA, Houston, we have a problem. Not we, you have a problem. Okay? If I say anything, I'm saying something to you, and me. And we all got different places and orders and functions. Right? This marriage, let me just continue. How's that? Do you realize that we physical Israelites are in a type of marriage relationship when it comes to loyalty, devotion, praise, worship of the only one true power? The Most High, the Ancient of Days, the I.S.U.P.K. I'll tell you what I.S.U.P.K. means later if you don't know already. Now, can you see how jealousy plays a major part in the theme of the Tanakh, in which the loyalty of the physical Israelite nation is guaranteed by the mutual love pledge between the Creator and the Israelites? I told you that this entire book of the law is a book of jealousy. And jealousy encompasses a whole bunch of things. But the theme is jealousy from cover to cover. This is one of the ways the Most High instituted the model. That's what I'm saying. It's the theme of the book. A lot of you people don't realize it. Yep. And I'm reading your comments too. When you see me drift off, it's because I'm reading them. Excellent, Jay. Excellent. Anyway, I have it all in here. In which the loyalty of the physical Israelite nation is guaranteed by the mutual love pledged between the Creator and Israelites. This is one of the ways the Most High instituted the model to express its fidelity. I'm saying words that go with marriage. The Most High instituted the model to express its fidelity to the Most High. Central to the covenant relationship, another word, relationship. When you think of relationship, what do you think of marriage relationship or friend relationship? Was awareness that the Most High chose Israel. Remember, name is three. Out of all the families of the earth, only Israel have I chosen to be not just a subject people, but a spouse, partner, and friend with whom the Most High communicates and makes himself known. The theme of this entire Tanakh, your history and law book, is a book of jealousy. Because it's really everybody keeps saying covenant. It's a marriage covenant. And in that covenant, when you violate stuff, some jealous emotions come up. So the main thing of the Tanakh is jealousy. Come me to Exodus 19:3 and 8. Yep. Tracy, You said it in more cooler terms than me. Yup, we some old cheating Israelites. And don't you think the loyal one in the relationship, what emotion you think you're gonna have? You're gonna be smiling. Oh, don't worry about it. You're gonna be jealous as hell. Or how the new kids in 2021 says, hella jealous. Go me to Exodus 19, 3-8. Exodus 19, verse 3-8. And Moses went to the Most High. The Lord called to him from the mountain, saying, thus shall you say to the house of Jacob, and to declare to the children of Israel, you have seen what I did to the Egyptians, how I bore you on eagle's wings and brought you to me. Now then, if you obey me faithfully, other marriage covenant type words, faithful. Now then, if you obey me faithfully and keep my covenant, marriage covenant, you shall be my treasured possession among all the peoples. Indeed, all the earth is mine, but you shall be to me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. Moses came and summons the elders of the people and said before them all that the Lord had commanded him. All the people answered as one. In the marriage, you become one. And all the people answered as one, saying, all the Lord has spoken, we will do. What happens in a marriage relationship when you have an official marriage? I don't follow either marriage thing because they ain't give me permission to marry anybody. But anyway, that's what I used to do in the past. But what do you say? I do. I will, right? I'll do in sickness and in health. I will in sickness and in health. All the people answered as one, saying, all the Lord has spoken, we will do. I will be faithful. I won't have another man or woman. I will love you in sickness. I will. Yo, this is your guidebook. It tells you everything to be successful, to be appeasing in the Most High sight. When will you open it? When will you read it? When will you do it? And 2021, apparently you niggas haven't done it. A small percentage, but anyways, a small percent. Okay, let me see what somebody's saying. Right, brother, kick in the door, waving 44. Most of it. Yep. Okay. Now, Israelites, when words like faithfulness and we will do are things spoken of which includes actions in marriage relationships. Israelites, you are in a marriage type of relationship with the Most High. Now, Israelite women. You know, there's a funny video. He said, I don't want to get banned. I want to teach. All right, listen. Now, Israelite women who are listening, and remember what I told you guys. I ain't pointing fingers just at you. It's pointing fingers at all the Israelites. It says in Ezekiel 9, cry and sigh about the abominations in the midst of Israel. That's what I'm doing right now to you. I'm commanded to do it to you, and you commanded to do it to me. And by you writing the way you write it, when people watch the video and they like to read some shit, they don't like to read the scriptures, but they like to read comments. And let me see what that nigga said or whatever. They're going to read like what Tracy said. You some old cheating Israelites. They're going to read that. That's what they need to hear. Not sugar cane and candy canes. They need this on the coconut. And most of them still won't even wake up with that. Okay. Israelites, you are in a marriage type relationship with the Most High. Now, Israelite women who are listening, don't get this twisted. And now think that you are personally married to the Most High, which now relieves you of being under your husband, father, or spiritual male headship. No. Remember, the Most High has established guidelines on his people's actions and how they should conduct themselves societally, in their family units, etc. That's how he established that. And it's in here. If some of you don't know, I'm not talking about you people up here. It's in here if you guys haven't read it. But the new Yeshua and Israel have already read it and studied it. It's probably one of my notes that I study all the time. Remember through the law, establish order and headship in the Israelite family, community, nation has been decreed already. Stay in order. Because, the reason why I put that in is because, I remember from my Christian past, I heard women say, usually Negro Christian women, I'm married to the Most High. The nation group is married to the Most High, not an individual basis. The nation group. Am I wrong? Tell me if I'm exaggerating or leaving stuff out. You're going to see, because I'm going to show it to you. That marriage concept is for Israel in totality. It ain't on an individual basis. So if it's not on an individual basis, you got a headship in Genesis 3, and this lesson is not for that. And I want anybody to know on here and anybody watching, I love my mother, I love my daughters, I love my sister. My sister's like my sister mom. So I don't got nothing against women. I love women. Women are essential to the Israelite nation. You don't got a dog in a fight with me with that. But I'm all about obeying the commands. Not perfect, but I strive to be, keeping order. Most High is about order. Yes, no. The problem is you want to decide what is order and disorder. Sorry, memo, you're not the one in charge. The issue is, and I'm going to let you know what issue means for some of you guys that don't know. So I know the women that are on here or whatever, they ain't going to get it twisted. They ain't going to get offended. This is just a sidebar because just in case a Negro Christian woman hears this video, she needs to hear this. I ain't going to argue with her, but she needs to hear it. The Most High views this marriage relationship as a whole body of Israel together, being his wife in that context, not on an individual basis. So throw that thought out of your mind if you have it. There you go. So Tracy, I ain't making it up. Yo, when I write these videos, do you think I'm just writing what's coming out of this brown coconut up here? No. You know what I do? I pray the Most High every day. Give me the titles of the video. Give me what I need to write the video. Give me the inspiration to not get tired and yawn 1,000 times while I'm writing it. To finish it, to present it the correct way. But this is the material. The material is not coming out of this coconut, brown coconut. No. And I'm not telling you stuff out of my, that back there. No. And Tracy, you pinned it, you computerized it correctly. Yep. Dandelion. I like that nickname. Dandelion. Nah, can you be okay. Let's get back. Mercy of the Most High. Let me get to the end. Okay. Leviticus 26:14. I'm going to read all the way up to like verse 22 or whatever. Just listen. And when I upload it, watch it again, verses down, whatever, and read it for yourself. Leviticus 26:14. But if you do not obey me and do not observe all the commandments, if you reject my laws and spurn my rules so that you do not observe all my commandments and you break my covenant, I in turn will do this to you. This is an act of jealousy. Oh, you nigga, you did that. Okay. You all can get some of this. That's what the Most High is saying to us. You Israelite, you nig, and then space, and then gers. You all of you can get some of this. Because that marriage relationship covenant is about the entire body. Man, woman, children, old, young. You all can get some of this. And he did give it to us. And he's still giving it to us right now. I, in turn, will do this to you, aka jealous action. I will wreak misery upon you, consumption and fever, which causes the eye to pine and the body to languish. You shall sow your seed to no purpose. Enemies shall take it. I will set my face against you. You shall be routed by your enemies. Your foes shall dominate you. You shall flee, though none pursue it. And if for all that, you niggas, and if for all that you do not obey me, I will go on to discipline you sevenfold for your sins. Israel is still doing that today. Verse 19 of Leviticus 26. And I will break your proud glory. I will make your skies like iron and your earth like copper, so that your strength shall be spent to no purpose. Your land shall not yield its produce, nor shall your trees of the land yield their fruit. And if you remain hostile towards me and refuse to obey me, I will go on smiting your stupid ass sevenfold for your sins. I will loose wild beasts. And that got to be some crazy shit. Because I watch the Animal Channel, National Geographic. I see some crazy stuff. Could you imagine animals? He made them like little superheroes and big superheroes, incredibly unhuman strength and abilities. And he's telling us, if you continue, I will loose wild beasts against you, and they shall berave you of your children, and wipe your cattle. They shall decimate you, and your roads shall be deserts. Those wild beasts get busy, and in the most gruesome, horrific way. The Most High is jealous, Negroes. He ain't all love. Throw that Christian mindset out of your mind. God is only love. The issues on. No, he's not. The beast shall decimate you. Imagine if all the animal zoos doors opened up. There's no guns, there's nothing, and just the animals are running loose, hungry. They will decimate you in the most horrific way. Verse 23 of Leviticus 26. And if these things fail, now you would think after all that terror I just told you, it should end right there. But you're dealing with Negroes, aka nig and space GERS. No breaks. And if these things fail to discipline you for me and you remain hostile towards me, I will remain hostile to you. I in turn will smite you sevenfold for your sins. I will bring a sword against you to wreak vengeance for the covenant. And if you withdraw into your cities, I will send pestilence among you, and you shall be delivered into enemy hands. What hands are you into right now? A pale face type hand, right? In the heathen type hand, right? Psalm 119, 142. And his law is the truth. I'm reading the law to you. What's going on in 2021? Still. I will send pestilence among you, and you shall be delivered into your enemies' hands. But if you despise this, niggas are still doing more. Niggas. But if you despise this, you disobey me and remain hostile to me, I will act against you in wrathful hostility. I, for my part, will discipline you sevenfold for your sins. You shall eat the flesh of your sons and the flesh of your daughters. That's what happened in the past. They're going to starve you out. You're going to lose your minds. See, a man of understanding and knowledge, that's his stability. And if your knowledge and wisdom is based in there, going to be stable. You're not going to be eating your sons and daughters because there's nothing else to eat. You know, when I think about that, I'm going to show you real quick. Hold on. You know, we live in the end times, the fourth quarter of Jacob's trouble. You know, famine and food. You know, I live on an island. I can get a lot of coconuts, and you can eat the coconut meat out of it, or whatever. I got a thing to climb all the way up to the tree. I never put it together, but I'll have to put it together if there's no more food. But you know what? I have a hobby. New knows the hobby, right? She knows the hobby. And you know, and I was watching how terrible Philippines is with this Corona stuff going on. So many people starving and they're foraging for food on the ground, and you know, there's not a lot and stuff. And I was saying, I'm glad the most I put in my head, I have this hobby. Look at it. This is a blowgun, but not a kid's blowgun. This was only a 4-foot blowgun. Look, show you in front of it. It's a 4-foot. I got a 5-foot one. I'm buying another one too. I got 2 of these 4-foot blowguns. Listen, these are the darts. Look at it. Listen, this is my practice darts. Those are small. I'm going to show you. They got ginormous darts with the broadheads, and they kill. You know, you would use the 5-foot one. They kill. Not everything, but almost everything. You would just by that will kill. That will kill you. They kill. What is it? Baboons? You know, baboons are like 3 feet high. Kill baboons. Kill big ram, sheeps, and all, because you have to shoot them right in the right place. It'll go boop. I shoot this in the trees, and it's hard to get it out. I got to use the pliers to pull it out. Your flesh, the animal's flesh thing go right in you. Poof! It's not a toy. And I'm like, I'm bringing this to you is because, and I got a crossbow too. But you know what I'm doing? I have this because it's easy to load, very light to carry. You wouldn't think it could do. But you know what? If the famine ever came, guess what? I'm going to be shooting birds. I'm going to have meat, and I'll be able to sell pigeons, because you can't catch pigeons on your own. You can set all traps you want. They too fast, whatever. But I can shoot this from pretty far away, and it kills. It'll kill anything. You won't want to be standing in front of it. Okay, I'm getting off the topic. Let me. I'm sorry for the little hiatus. Estrogen in the food. Yeah, estrogen in the food. Okay. Okay. It says, you shall eat the flesh of your sons and the flesh of your daughters. Sorry for that thing, but this is live. We're complicated together. You shall eat the flesh of your sons and the flesh of your daughters. I will destroy your cult places and cut down your incense stands, and I will heap your carcasses upon the lifeless fetishes. Whatever you idols you made and your temples, and say, I'm gonna take your lifeless bodies and throw them on time. He's jealous. But he's rueful. You niggas is crazy. Niggas back then was crazy. Niggas today are crazy. 2/3 of you. Now, Torah and Tanakh. Now you have an intense view on how jealous, the Most High flows. It flows. He did all these things and has continued most of these things to us because of his jealousy. That's why I say, so the whole book, Deuteronomy 28, Leviticus 26, 29, it's about jealousy. The theme is about jealousy. Deuteronomy 30, verse 15 and 18. Deuteronomy 13, verse 15 and 18. See, I set before you this day life and prosperity, death and adversity. For I command you this day to love the Lord your God, to walk in his ways and keep his commandments, his laws and his rules, that you may thrive and increase, and that the Lord your Ishi may bless you in the land that you are about to enter and possess. But if your heart turns away and you give no heed and are lured into worship and service of other deities, I declare to you this day that you shall certainly perish. Verse 19 of Deuteronomy 30. I call heaven and earth to witness. I call heaven and earth to witness against you this day. I have put before you life and death, blessing and cursing. Choose life. You Negroes back in the day, and you Negro 2/3 today in 2021, you don't choose life. You have a death culture. Israelites, come on, and saying it with me, niggas. Not Torah practicing Israelites, the 2/3, niggas. Come me to Hosea chapter 2, verse 16 to 23. Hosea chapter 2, verse 16 to verse 23. Assuredly, I will speak coaxing to her. I told you, it's a marriage relationship. The Most High says in Deuteronomy 32, he says, I guided him alone. He calls us him, but he also calls us her. Her as a nation unit. Get out of your mind, individual. That's why we all went into captivity. The prophets went into captivity and they're striving to keep the commandments. They ain't do anything worthy of captivity. The group did. So he judges the group. He calls the group him, and sometimes he calls them her. And since we're talking about a marriage relationship and jealousy, he's calling her, the group, her. Hosea chapter 2, verse 16 and 23. Assuredly, I will speak coaxing to her and lead her through the wilderness and speak to her tenderly. I will give her vineyards from there in the valley of Echar as a plowed land of hope. There she shall respond as in the days of her youth when she came up from the land of Egypt. See, it's referring to the Israelites in this section as a her. When she came up from the land of Egypt, and in that day you will call me Ishi. Hold on a second. Okay. And in that day you will call me Ishi. Remember, I kept saying Ishi in the beginning. That's another word, that I knew from before, but I just went, but that's another word. I don't really feel comfortable calling him God, but I know in my head I have capital G, capital O-D, but I don't like that. I call Most High, the Ancient of Days, the Lord, capital O, capital R, capital D, Lord, and I'm referring to the Hebrew word, the Hebrew that we know in the Strong's H3068L, the power. He's the ultimate. You can call him the Ishi. I'm going to explain what the Ishi means as well. No, Ishi means salvation. He says, and you will call me Ishi in Hosea 2. Ishi means salvation and my husband. The Tanakh is a book of jealousy about a marriage relationship that was muddy to no end, destroyed. Ishi means salvation and my husband, a symbolic term expressed of the ideal relation between the Most High and Israel. The Ishi, S-I-S-H-I, the Ishi. You can call him that. Ishi means salvation, means my husband, means a relationship with the Most High, and not you individual women or individual men, with the nation of Israel. And no more will you call me Bali, for I will remove the names of the Balaam from her mouth, and they shall never more be mentioned by name. No. And they is used because this bride, this wife is viewed as a collective entire nation group. That's why I'm telling you, Christian women are my husband. No. As a nation group, as a collective body of the chosen people, we are his bride. He's our husband. We're her in the relationship. And ain't no sexual relationship. Remember, Most High's ways is not our ways. Most High's thought is not our thought. He speaks in motifs, allegories, metaphors. You guys need to pass Hebrew 101. You don't even see the Most High is married to Israel, but they're waiting for their bride. You're dealing with crazy nig space girls. The Most High is not your personal husband, and that you don't need a man. Please stay in order. I had to write that in for these Christian women, because I don't know if you haven't heard it. I heard it a lot of times. Oh, the Most High is my husband, or the fake Jesus demon is their husband. No, it's not. As a collective body, it's a representation of a covenantal relationship and the intricate parts that a covenant relationship holds, that it consists of: loyalty, respect, honor, worship, praise, oneness, family. Come with me to Deuteronomy 32:5, and I'm going to read a bunch of stuff. See, you heard it used that way and knew. Oh, he's my husband. No, he's not. And don't be offended. You guys on here ain't going to be offended because you walk in the truth. The truth is not allergic to you. It is what it is. And I ain't making it up. I ain't making that up. You heard people say, oh, he's my husband. He's husband as a group, a nation, not an individual. Because if that was the case, the prophets wouldn't have went in captivity. All the Israelites that was the abominable would have went. No, it didn't happen that way. The prophets went in the captivity also, because he deals in the group. Deuteronomy 32:5 and further on. Children, Deuteronomy chapter 32, verses 5 down. Children unworthy of him is the Most High, children unworthy of him, that crooked, perverse generation. We still have that crooked, perverse generation to this day. Their baseness has played him false. Is not he the Father who created you, dumbass? Fashioned you and made you endure? He found him in a desert region, in an empty, howling waste. He engirded him, watched over him, guarded him as the pupil of his eyes, like an eagle who rouses his nestlings, gliding down to his young. So did he spread his wings and take him, bear him along on his pinions, his wings. The Lord alone did guide him. See, now I started referring to the Israelites as him. The Lord alone did guide him. No alien God at his side. There's no Jesus, Black Yahushua. 2021, you're still talking about Jesus, Black Yahushua? Scripture is correct. Psalm 119, 142. The Lord is the truth. It said in Jeremiah 5, he says, Jeremiah 4, he says, my people are stupid. They're ignorant. They're very clever at doing wrong, finding it very hard to do right. That's Jeremiah 4. Jeremiah 5, he says, they have a revolting, rebellious spirit. They're gone. Jeremiah 7, Jeremiah 14. Don't pray for them. I'm not going to hear you. Where am I at? Okay. The Lord alone did guide him. No alien God at his side. So Jeshurun, and there was no J back then. It's really Yeshurun. That's why I named myself a new Yeshurun, because Yeshurun really means the upright. But nig space gers didn't look the definition of. They think maybe Jeshurun means abominable. So Jeshurun grew fat and kicked. You forsook the God who made you. They incensed him. They incensed the Most High. They made him jealous. They incensed him. They incensed him with alien things. Vexed him, made him jealous. Vexed him, made him jealous with abominations. They sacrificed to demons, no gods. Gods they had never known, new ones who came but lately, who stirred not your father's fears. You neglected the rock that begotten you. You forgot the Most High who brought you forth. The Most High saw and was vexed. And the Most High saw and was jealous and spurned his sons and his daughters. He put that thing on you. He said, you all can get some. He said, and you all going to get some. He said, I will hide my countenance. I will hide my face from them and see how they fare in the end. For they are treacherous. They are a treacherous breed. You nig space gers are a treacherous breed. 2/3 of you. Treacherous breed. Children with no loyalty. That's why I named it the Tanakh, the book of jealousy. Because in a marriage relationship, if you are not loyal, the jealous feelings are going to come. Most times, not just love. You got a gazillion different emotions. Children with no loyalty in them. They incense me. They make me jealous. They incense me with no gods, vex me with their futilities. The Most High said, I'll incense them with a no folk. Means a no type of people. There are people, but he looks at them as of Isaiah 40, verse 15. But all the nations are as a drop that falleth from a bucket, the small dust of the bounds, considered a very little thing. All nations before him are as nothing less than nothing in vanity. So he's telling you in Deuteronomy 32, he's sending those folks to you. You made him jealous? Yeah, I'm going to make you jealous. What I'm going to do? They incense me with no gods, vex me with their futilities. I will incense them. I will make them jealous with a no folk. Vex them with a nation of fools. So you see your neighbor heathen, your co-worker heathen, the heathen on the street, the heathen at your job, in the motor vehicle line, in Walmart. I will vex them with a nation of fools. You're standing next to a fool. Don't be mad at the deliverer of the message. You heathens, if you listen, be mad with the Most High. He's calling you fools, calling you no peoples, and etc. He ain't dealing with you. He you know how it says, and you all can get some of this. He said that to you in Deuteronomy, Isaiah 40, Jeremiah 30, Jeremiah 51, Ezekiel 25, Psalm 49, Psalm 2, Jeremiah 14, Jeremiah 12, Jeremiah 2, Jeremiah 1, Isaiah 34. I can go on. Be mad with him. It says in Deuteronomy 32, I will vindicate my people. I'm the one that does vengeance. So for you heathens watching me, trying to give me strikes and all that stuff like that, your fight ain't with me. I'm powerless. You know, I could whack some of you guys, a lot of you guys. Yeah, I could whack some of you guys with that. But I'm not going with the power. Your fight is with the Most High. I will vindicate my people. I'm the one that does vengeance. Amos 3:6. If there's evil in any city, Moses said, haven't I done it? Isaiah 45:7 says, I form the light, I create darkness. I make peace, I create evil. I, the Most High, do all these things. Your fight is with them, heathens. So stop messing with me. Stop buffering my channel. So you got nobody else to pick on. You're going to pick on me and my subscribers. But I'm going to let you know they ain't going to stop. Most High's word never going to stop. It's endless. I'll incense them with a no folk, vex them with a nation of fools. For a fire has flared in my wrath and burned to the bottom of Sheol. Do you know, two-thirds Israel, how much you made the Most High jealous? He just doesn't have the emotion of love. This is the book of jealousy. The story of jealousy, the theme of jealousy. I will sweep misfortune on them. I will sweep misfortune on them. Use up my arrows on them. Wasting, famine, ravaging plagues, deadly pestilence, and fanged beasts will I loose against them with venomous creepers in the dust. You know, the poisonous snakes and spiders and nasty shit. Israelite, that is what a jealous God, Elohim, Ishi, husband, looks like when you make him jealous. This is a new Yeshurun Israel. Hebrew on the Island 2. My backup channel, if you don't see me around for a couple weeks, couple months, you know that foolish people, that foolish nation is starting trouble like mosquitoes again. Anuya, please do it before I leave. Put my backup channel name, which is called the Archipelago Hebrew, up in the stream chat, and I'm gonna call it a wondrous Sabbath. Remember, Ishi means salvation, means my husband, means the relationship between the Most High and the Israelite people. You don't know how blessed you are. That's why it bothers me. Thank you, Anuya. It bothers me so much. Yo, it says in Isaiah 49, he says, Israelites will dwell in high pastures. Isaiah 49, he says, does a mother forget her suckling child? Doesn't she have compassion? Compassion means mercy. Does a mother forget her suckling child? Doesn't she have compassion on her? He said, well, I haven't forgotten you. And he's put us at the pinnacle of this earth. He made it for you. And you want to be nig space gers. 2/3 of you. You want to be faithless in your marriage relationship. You want to not be loyal in your marriage relationship. To spur the emotion of jealousy from our issue onto us. You nig space gers are crazy. This is a new Yeshurun Israel. Hebrew on the Island 2. Backup channel, Archipelago Hebrew. Anuya put it up there. It's up on the stream. Archipelago Hebrew, my backup channel. Until next time.